Hi everyone, so today I did a holiday look using some gold glitter, some teals, browns, and of course some false eyelashes, which is very rare for me because I don't really wear them on a regular basis or do many looks with them. So I decided to combine all of those good things in this video, and I'm using the Too Faced A Few of My Favorite Things palette. As you guys know, this is my favorites. I mentioned this in my favorites for the month of October. I do have pictures and swatches and all that on my blog, so go ahead and click the link below and it'll take you straight to that post, and then you can see all of the swatches and up close photos, because sometimes the lighting doesn't really do justice for the colors, and they are incredible. The colors, the pigmentation, the finishes, the variations of tones that you get. I think this palette is phenomenal for the price and for just to use for this holiday season and all year round actually. So this is all the colors that you get. I'm using a couple of the deeper shades and some browns, so I will put a list below of all the colors from this palette that I'm using in the description box, so expand that. Also, you're going to see pictures of a look, this whole look with the lip I'm wearing now, and then of course I'm going to change the lip and show you something else that you could do to bring this look to another level. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to see how to do it step by step, then keep watching. Okay, so the first thing I did was I applied my Too Faced Shadow Insurance to prevent any creasing because you want this to last all night. So I'm taking a Sephora eyeshadow brush, one that's a little bit more on the denser side to pack on color. And I'm going to take the colors Milk Chocolate and Woolen Mittens, which are two of the three matte shades. So the milk or chocolate milk one is a light tan, and then the Woolen Mittens is a little bit of like a medium brown. So I'm going to mix both of those together, and I'm going to put that onto the lid area. What you want to do is that you want to just pack on as much of the color as possible, keeping it really intense but staying below the crease, so that the color isn't going to go too far up, because we're going to do some blending here in a minute. And so when you come to this inner part of the eye, what you want to do is just put most of the color on the outer part of the eye, kind of coming in. And by the time you apply all your color, you should have a little bit left, so you can just kind of lightly tap this inner corner. You don't want the inner corner to be too dark. You want it to be light so that it makes the eye a little bit more open and awake, because we're using a lot of dark colors. So just keep applying this mixture here. And then taking the edge of the brush, you can either hold it upside down like this and kind of slightly start to pull this up a little bit. But I like to just take the brush, the tip of the brush, and kind of start creating like a rounded shape. Now if you need some help to do that, I like to use a pencil brush. This is the Sigma E30, and you can take a little bit of the mixture again, those two browns, and then kind of, I like to look forward into a mirror straight ahead and then kind of start tracing this part right on the outer part, rounding it off instead of creating a cat eye shape, which if that's what you like, then go for it. So just taking a little bit of that on that brush, a little bit at a time, and creating your shape. Just like that. And then you just want to kind of make sure that it's all nice and packed. And then you can take a clean, fluffy blending brush and kind of go around the edges to make sure that's really soft. And before we go any further, I'm going to use that same eyeshadow brush. I'm going to wipe it off really well. And I'm going to go in with the color Cream Colored Ponies, which is the only matte skin tone color. It's a nice ivory shade. And here it is there. So just any matte highlight shade that you have. And just kind of pack that on right underneath your eyebrow and right in this area too. Take that, the same brush and same color, and kind of stamp that right into this inner pocket as well, just to create a more awake and lifted look to the eye. And I also only added a little bit of a brightener. I didn't do my concealer because this next color is going to be really intense. So before I go any further with the dark colors, I'm going to still take that same E30 brush with the chocolate milk and the Woolen Mittens, and I'm going to bring that on the lower lash line and make sure that they connect right on this outer corner and kind of round off this shape. Or if you're going with a pointed, just kind of bring it up to meet with that point of the cat eye if that's what you're going for. So again, the most of the color right on this outer part of the eye, and then slowly start pulling it into this inner pocket. right in here. I'm blending it right into that cream color ponies. Okay, for the next step, I'm switching to a smaller, kind of fluffier pencil style brush. This is just one that I've had for a couple years. It is from Coastal Scents. I don't really know the name. But I'm going to go in with the color Blue Satin Sashes, which is a gorgeous teal color here. And this one does have some glitter in it, some gold, a little bit of like a multi-dimensional glitter. Now this is very powdery, this eyeshadow, so it's going to fall a little bit here. That's why you want to do your concealer last. So taking that teal color, if you want, you can even do any color, a green, a cranberry, anything will go with this look. But I'm going to go with this one because I'm just in love. Let me do a swatch for you guys. You guys can see that's just tapping my finger into the color. It's incredible, the pigmentation of this, and it stains your fingers, so be careful. So I'm going to pat off a lot of that onto a tissue because there's going to be a lot of fallout. And what I'm going to do is start stamping it right on this outer corner. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start building that color a little bit. I find that that works best. That's a little tip for you guys. Start lightly and build it up, especially when it comes to really intense shadows. So just kind of packing that on and doing like a stamping motion. I'm going to stay right in this outer V portion. I'm not bringing it in very far into the eye. So staying right on the edge. And then just kind of pack it in and kind of push it into your socket right in here, your crease area. One of the key things for this look is blending. If you leave it like that, it just looks a little too harsh, and here's more blended. It kind of comes into that brown. So what you want to do is take that same crease brush, just wipe it off, and kind of start going around the edges a little bit just to kind of soften that up and blend those two colors where the teal and that brown meet. Just kind of blend that off a little bit so that it's a little bit more blended and kind of seamless. And then all you have to do is just keep applying and packing on until you get to the desired darkness that you prefer. So I'm going to keep working at this for a little bit and basically keeping the same shape but just kind of blending it right in here. Okay, so now I'm switching to an even smaller brush. I'm going with the accent brush from Real Techniques. I'm picking up the same Blue Satin Sashes, and again I'm going to tap off any excess, and I'm going to take that and I'm going to run that on the outer part of my eye, and I'm going to pretty much keep most of the darkest color here, and then whatever's left on the brush I'm going to kind of blend it in with that brown that we put on earlier. Okay, so now that the eyeshadow is done, all I'm going to do is add a little bit of a kind of flesh tone eyeliner to the waterline, the lower lashes. So I'm using the Tarte Emphasize, the Inner Rim Brightener, and I believe NYX has one that's very similar to that. So take a little bit of a flesh tone eyeliner and run it in your waterline. This is going to help with keeping that eye looking more open and keep it looking bigger instead of closing off the eye with such dark colors. Now, the fun part of this look is the gold glitter liner that I'm going to use. I'm using the 24/7 liquid eyeliner, the waterproof ones from Urban Decay, and this is called El Dorado, and it's just such a beautiful color. If you don't have this, you can just use a gold eyeliner like the one from Urban Decay and Baked. And I know that the NYX Stay On, Glide On, Definitely Turn On eyeliners, they have a gold that you can use as well. So I'm going to take this one. It's a little bit on the watery side, so there's a swatch there. It just looks so beautiful. So I'm going to apply this to my upper lash line with a little bit of a wing on the outer corner. So I'm going to go ahead and apply just a thin layer of mascara. This is the Maybelline, the Rocket Volume one. I'm just going to do a very thin coat of mascara just so that I have something on my own lashes and I don't have to clump up my false eyelashes with too much mascara. And I do have a review of this mascara and before and afters and how I apply mascara and giving you my best tips. I'll put the link to that video below. Now for my false eyelashes, I need to still apply some mascara on my lower lash line. So what I'm going to do is apply the Wet n Wild Waterproof Mega Length Mascara. I got this at my local Dollar Tree, and I'm going to use that for my mascara on the lower lash line. And for my upper lashes, I'm going to use the Kiss Ever Easy Lashes, and they're the number 03s. Let me show you what they look like. Just a nice full set, and I like these because the band is clear and it's very thin. The thicker bands are a little harder to work with. So I'm going to apply these and some more mascara, and then I'll be back to show you the finished look. Well, now I'm wearing for my cheeks and my lips, I'm going to show you for my blush and my bronzer, I'm using the Chocolate Soleil that came in the palette. And I'm using the Melt into Spring, which is a very corally peach color. So I did a little bit heavier than I normally do, just because if you're wearing this for holiday parties, for Thanksgiving or anything like that, you may take photos, and sometimes when the photos can wash you out, so you need a little extra, more than you probably would wear on a regular basis. So I kind of loaded up a little bit more. On my lips, I'm wearing the Maybelline the Elixir in the Caramel Infused number 065. So it's just a nice nudie color. I'll do a swatch here for you guys so you can see. I'm wearing that, and I'm going to insert some photos of the same look, but doing a little bit of a deeper lip. And for that, I'm using the Bare Minerals Marvelous Moxie in Never Say Never, which is part of the Sephora Give Me More lip kit. And that's what it looks like. Do a little swatch for you guys. It's a little bit brighter, but I feel like this goes really perfectly with that teal. So let me show you the picture. Alright, so I hope that that gave you some options. You can definitely switch the lip out for a red if you wanted to. I do have pictures and all that stuff of that kit, the Give Me More kit, Give Me More lip kit from Sephora on my blog. So go ahead and click the link. I'll link to that as well, along with some reviews of some of the other products that I was using. So hopefully you enjoyed this video and look as much as I do, and that you will use it this holiday season. And I will see you guys very soon. Bye everybody.